Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Wake Up American. This is your daily American English pronunciation show where we help you get in your 5, 10 minutes of pronunciation practice in every single day. Of course, we've been away a little bit with the holidays, but today we have a word that was sent to me by a member of our Telegram group, and he was basically asking us, "Hey, Jeff, is there a difference between the word Ben, Ben, and Ben, the name, like Ben, like Benjamin? So Ben versus Ben. And if you're like him and you think that these are sounding a little bit similar, not to worry. A lot of people do have that confusion when they're learning American English, but we want to help you today to avoid any potential mistakes in that regard. So we're going to be focusing on this short I sound, this I sound, and then this S sound. This is a sound that we have covered in a couple other streams as well, relatively recently. So be sure to check that out. But we're here to help you out just in case those were missed. And of course, if you have other pronunciation questions and things like that, you can let us know as well. But let us take a look at some words that we're going to be targeting. So let's start off with the first words from all of these pairs. The first words are all going to be short I or I. I. Make sure you're not saying those first words like E. It's I. Okay. To make this I sound, some things that we are doing, we're taking the back of our tongue down. The very front of our tongue is also a little low. The middle back of our tongue is a little high. One thing that's also helpful with this, we want our tongue to be pretty horizontal here. So it's almost like you're biting the sides of your tongue. You want your top teeth to feel your tongue. So like, eh, eh, eh. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'm exaggerating by biting my tongue. I'm gonna use this side. Here it is. Okay. Hopefully you can kind of see my tongue in there if you're watching this. If you're not watching, sorry for the silence there. But again, my tongue's in between my teeth. So let's try and make that sound again. Eh, eh, Notice it's very different than E. Let's try to get that sound down. Okay, so what you can do if you're eh, eh, do you hear I just went down a bunch of times there? So we're trying to send this sound down. Eh, 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 We want those lower ones. So let's just kind of go through the words here. So it's the first word for all these pairs is a short I. We're going to do the vowel, then we're going to add a consonant, then we're going to do the word. Let's do the first word for all these pairs. So I, le, lid, I, sit, I, be, bin, I, me, miss, we, win. So again, lid, miss, we, win. Those are all of your words there for a short I sound. Let's contrast this with the sound. Now, the sound is similar. It can be helpful to have your tongue in between your teeth. It's not necessary, but it can be helpful. The other thing that's happening, we want the air to be blocked in our mouth area, but we want a lot of air to pass through our chest and throat area. So it feels somewhat contradictory. Little air through your mouth, lots of air through your throat. The way we're going to do that is we're going to raise the back of our tongue higher. So for the short I sound, we had eh. For this next sound, what we have is eh. So let's just compare those a little bit. Eh, 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 eh. Can you hear a difference between those sounds? All right, so now what we're going to do is let's just do some of those words, okay? So eh, eh, be, ben, me, mess, eh, we, when. Let's do that one more time. Eh, le, led, eh, be, ben, me, mess, we, when. Okay, so those are going to be our main sounds there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to compare the pairs. to do this, what we're going to do is we're going to do the vowel sounds. So what we'll do is we'll do the vowels, then we'll do the words and bounce between the pairs. So I, lid, led, I, sit, set, I, bin, ben, I, miss, mess, I, when, when. Let me know, guys. That's a better way to say that. If you have any questions about any of those words, there are a couple little things I want to touch on just to kind of help guide a couple of potentially problematic areas here. But before we do that, again, I did want to just give a shout out to our Telegram group. That's where these words are from. So again, we had a Telegram group member at fluentamerican.com/Telegram. You can see that there in case anyone's interested in joining. Our Telegram group is basically where every single day of the week, except for Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, but we're back now. Every single day of the week, members can send in their own audio files and get suggestions. Okay. So what you can do is that once you join the group, you can go to fluentamerican.com/Telegram. You can start sending in audio files immediately, and you can do any previous that you can try to send in your audio for, and we'll be able to give you some feedback. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, you want to become a Telegram group member, you go to fluentamerican.com/Telegram and join at our current point. Now, some things I wanted to highlight about these words. There's a couple of tricky ones. Some concepts I want you to be aware of. Firstly is letter B. So when you're pronouncing, for instance, bin and ben, try saying like let's use bin as an example. So I want you to try saying the word bin 3 times as fast as possible. So like bin, 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 bin. You can't really see my lips from that angle here. Let's try this angle. Watch my lips. Bin, 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 bin. Notice that they're making some light but quick contact. If you're saying these like bin, 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 what can happen is your B sound becomes too strong. And remember that American English is really about the vowel sounds. So we want those vowels to stand out. So try not to make your B too strong. So that's the very first a little tip there is watch out for those B's. The other tip I want to go over is for right before, there's 2 more tips. Sorry, guys. Internet connection today might not be super stable. The second tip I want to go over is talking about with the letter N. The letter N is a consonant sound that does cause a lot of confusion. To do is make sure you're not shifting right before the consonant. So it's not N. It's just going to be N. It's like N, N. And full with that N sound. Okay, don't let the letter N interfere with your vowel. So it's not in. It's N. Because that's the other thing too. Students tend to go a little bit fast on the vowel. So again, it's not like in. It's N. See how weak my N sound is? So watching out for that. Your N sound does not need to be very strong. The very last tip is about W sounds. So if I'm saying, for instance, a word like when, when I'm saying a word like when, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to just keep everything. I'm going to try to keep my tongue, my lips actually pretty straight. So I'm not trying to round my lips. So it's not when, because that can make the W a little too strong and have an impact on your vowel. I'm going to actually, let's compare. When, when. You had a difference there. So having some straighter lifts on W sounds can also be very helpful. One last quick note. So we have a note here from Believe. Good to see you. As always, a short vowel. Yep, for that it. Exactly. That's the word that we're talking about. So for it, that I sound, that again is like all the first words. So lid, sit, bin, miss, when. All of those will have the same sound as it. That's the first word for all of these pairs. Lid, sit, bin, miss, when. All right, guys. Hope to be back tomorrow. We're doing some traveling still, so thanks for being with us for today. I'm sorry again about if we have any technical issues. On my side, it's kind of lagging, but it might be coming through for you guys. We'll find out. But thank you so much for your time. Oop, there, we tend to confuse these two sounds a lot. This is what Believe is saying. For sure, it's definitely not just for Arabic speakers, although Arabic speakers is definitely a sound you want to watch out for. And comparing these words. So, for instance, like the word six. So, again, you have to make sure you're getting enough, the back of your tongue is down enough. Six, six, six. And you also have to make sure you're holding your vowel long enough. That's a tendency for Arabic speakers going a little too fast on the vowel sound. Six, six, lower versus sex, sex. So, closing your mouth more may help. Raising the back of your tongue higher may help. So, again, six, sex, six, sex, six, sex. So just some notes there. Hopefully it gives you some help. Thank you so much for the kind words. I really appreciate that, Believe. Thank you so much. All right. I will see you guys later. You guys have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. Thanks for choosing us for some American English pronunciation help. Once more, my name is Jeff. It rhymes with breath. That's one of the four keys to a natural sound in American English, including placement, pitch, breath, and weakening your consonant sounds. I'll see you all later. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. Take care, guys. Same to you, Believe. Have a happy new year. Hope you had a restful weekend. And I will see you guys soon. You guys take care.